later this evening. These are two teams that know each other very well. These are the two best teams in the competition. It is appropriate then that they contest this final of the ICC Champions Trophy at this lovely Dubai International Stadium. In truth, neither team was overly stretched in the semi-final. But an ICC final is a different beast. They say the calmer team wins. But can you really be calm when you know a win gives you a place in history, a loss makes you a footnote? So who makes history today? Who becomes the footnote? It starts now with the toss. Let's go meet Ravi Shastri.
It's a warm, breezy afternoon here in Dubai. It's the final coming up. It's two former champions that will go hell for leather and expect a humdinger of a contest. As we come up to toss time, where the coin will go up one final time in the Champions Trophy 2025. For the Blues, India, looking for the knockout punch is Rohit Sharma. For the Black Caps, New Zealand also looking for one final punch, Mitchell Santner. In the match referee's corner, tried, tested, vastly experienced Ranjan Madhugale. Francis, the toss rep. Rohit will spin the coin. What's it, Ranjan? Mitch, you won the toss. What have you decided?
We're going to have a bat first. Looks like a pretty good wicket. Looks, I guess, similar to the one we played India here a week or so ago. But yeah, try to get some runs on the board and see what happens. Yeah, it's obviously expected. Obviously, a few blue shirts out there. But yeah, it's a great occasion and a great stadium and a great tournament. So yeah, obviously we're ready for this and it's going to be a good challenge. But we'll see what happens.
The fact that you played one game here, is a big help.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's obviously slightly different to what we're going to get, what we had in Pakistan. So I guess having a run on here the other day, we kind of understand what worked a little bit. We obviously saw India played extremely well and how they went about it. So yeah, I guess we'll try obviously get some runs on the board and hopefully it slows down a little bit.
And it's a team in form because when you look at your numbers, a lot of players performing in every game.
Yeah, I think that's the most pleasing thing. I think different guys have stepped up at different times. I guess with the short nature of this tournament, you want guys to be firing from the start, and we have done that as India have as well. So yeah, it's going to be a good game, and we'll wait and see.
And what's your combination for today? Any injuries?
Yeah, unfortunately, Matt Henry's been ruled out. So we've got Nathan Smith to come in place.
Have a good one, Mitch.
Cheers, Ravi. Thanks, man. Need your man.
Mitch reckons full track, that's why he's batting first. What would you have done?
I mean, look, we've been here enough and we've batted first, we've bowled first. I don't mind batting second, honestly speaking. It's a good pitch. It hasn't changed a lot. We've chased comfortably in the last game as well. So, yeah, look forward to that now. We have to bowl first now. So it's important that we focus on how we need to restrict them.
The fact that you've chased and won, batted first and won, is a big help.
Yeah, it does give you a lot of confidence. Takes the toss away from the game. Obviously, at the end of the day, what matters is how well you want to play, and that is something that we've spoken in our change room about not worrying about the toss, just playing good cricket, whether we bat, we bowl, and that is what we've done so far in this tournament. We've played really good cricket, and that is what has gotten us so far here. Another game, important game, will focus on what we need to do here.
Two former champions, you've had some great battles against each other. Two best teams in the competition in the final.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. New Zealand have been a very good team over the past so many years now. They tend to play really good cricket in ICC tournaments. And yeah, for us, another challenge, how well we can play against these guys. So it's important to understand that and then just embrace the occasion.
Team for the final?
Playing the same team.
Have a good one, Rohit. Well, that's the news from the centre. Breaking news from Dubai. It is New Zealand who won the toss and they've decided to bat first.
Indeed, it's a good toss to win. Two gentlemen always well dressed alongside me. Simon Dool and Dinesh Karthik. Dooley, tell us about this New Zealand side.
Yeah, well, the big news will come later in the order, but when you look at that top order, Rachin Ravinda, who's been terrific in the games that he's played after missing game number one, Young at the top, and then Williamson. The middle order, bit of bowling and plenty of batting. Mitchell, Latham, Phillips and Bracewell there. Santner, Nathan Smith, the big change. The loss of Matt Henry we'll get to shortly. That is massive. Jamieson and O'Rourke to do the bowling. It'll be all about that batting lineup, putting a target on the board that they feel they can defend.
Not much of a challenge for you, DK, to talk about the Indian team?
Well, the top three will speak about themselves, I feel, in terms of how much quality they have. And then as you move along, it's the middle order which is done really well. Shreyas Iyer doing nicely. Akshar Patel has come up with cameos. Rahul had a lovely innings the last game. And then the bowling as well. We've spoken about spinners, and you see 3 out of the 4 being spinners. Shami, the lone speedster, who has done really well. A well-balanced unit that has understood the conditions and done brilliantly well so far in the tournament.
Just did not work. Just had a change of mic here. We need to change a team for New Zealand, but he tried to bowl a couple of deliveries and it just did not work. So really sad for Matt Henry, sad for New Zealand, but they've still got to go out there and do it with the team they've got.
DK, for India? What does it mean for India?
It means a lot because he is the destroyer-in-chief in the power play. If there was a bowler India was worried about, mainly it was Matt Henry, for 2 reasons. A, the power play, but B, he's done it. The most important thing when you do at the back end is using the square boundaries, and he did that nicely.
Right, so there you are, no Matt Henry today. But what about the playing surface itself? Was used long time ago. Let's discover what it looks like. Aaron Finch, Ramiz Raja there.
Well, welcome, and this is the big final. We're talking about the pitch, the conditions, but before that, the weather conditions. Well, it's a high of 31 degrees and a low of 26, and it's getting a bit warmer as well. What about the boundary dimensions? Well, we are dead center on the square, so if you want to hit a 6-over point, it has to carry the ball. If it's grassless, do you think it'll spin? Do you think it'll have something in it for the Pacers in the first 10 overs?
Well, it's great to be here for another ICC final, but there is not a blade of grass, like you said. But underneath, the curator assures me that it is rock hard. So what that tells me first up, with no...
It's till the first half.
The word that's been used all morning today is bone dry. But I heard Finchy say 300 there, and New Zealand are well placed, Dooley, to get those.
Virat proof score, because he is such a high quality player. If New Zealand can post something around that 300 mark, I think it will be challenging, but they still have to bowl very, very well to get the job done.
Will 300 worry India?
A lot. I think 260 will be a good score to get anything above that. India will start huffing and panting a bit.
Okay, we'll wait and see. Time for a break. We're close to the action now.
So a warm welcome and a good afternoon to all our viewers from around the world. This is the final of the Champions Trophy 2025. It started in Pakistan, now the final stop in Dubai. And it is 2 former champions who'll go head to head in what should be a cracking contest. The teams came a little while earlier. Rohit Sharma, Mitch Santner will captain the 2 teams. The fans have made their way to the ground early. And like I mentioned, the atmosphere already at the ground terrific. And the star players will come to the show. Kohli, Williamson, and it was Mitch Santner won the toss, decided to bat first. And it is going to be one hell of a contest. And that's what they're playing for. It's the Champions Trophy 2025. And that's how the 2 teams made their way into Dubai. Plenty of blue t-shirts, as one would expect. Dubai just a 2.5-hour flight from India. And they've come out in numbers, not just from the UAE, but also from the home country as well. Flags being unveiled. These 2 teams have played some really tight contests in the past. New Zealand winning it in 1999, 2000. India winning it in 2013. Officials and Ranjan Madhugale in there for a long time. He will lead the panel. Richard Illingworth will take the ball. Paul Rifle alongside him. Kumar Dharmasena will be the third umpire. And out come the players. players for one final time in this Champions Trophy 2025. So the men in blue versus the Black Caps. As they head out with the mascots. And they will come out here for the national anthems being played on both the sides. Teams to look the best teams in the competition. Now, both of them looking for one final punch. So let's go now for the national anthems, and it'll be New Zealand first.
शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
So all set for play to start. National anthem's over. Got Ian Smith and Nasser Hussain with me.
Big loss, of course, is Matt Henry, but out of adversity can come good things, and that might be Nathan Smith, who is his replacement today.
India unchanged, unbeaten in this competition. Top batting lineup, openers with double hundreds, four between them. Kohli, the king of the run chase, he'll be going to...
Ready, a lot of people on the ground as the Indian team makes its way out to the centre. Rohit Sharma losing another toss, but he'll want the results to say